from new MDG to old MDG. We got another one. Now some of you are probably wondering, why are you saying from new to old? Well, this one is a newer model and this is an older model MDG, and I'll tell you how I got it. Here is a catch. I had to fix two computers. Fix a laptop, I put Windows 7 on it. Customer's happy about it. Well, it's actually a store owner, but anyway. I had to put Windows 7 on it, done that, and then fix an IBM Net Vista computer. Fix that too. And then got this computer. Yeah, a very, very nice computer. And this is going to be my own personal computer. I'm going to keep this one. They look exactly identical. You couldn't even tell the difference, except for the two stickers that are missing on the front. And by the fact that one's missing a second CD drive. Now, I'm gonna say something about these computers. Like, there's a couple different things about them. One, this one has the exact same CD drive as this one, but this one's a DVD-ROM. This one's just a CD rewritable disk drive. This one here has a CD writer. I think that came with this computer, or I think someone recently owned it and installed it. So, we're going to take a look inside these computers and I'll show you what's so different about them. This one here is kind of yellowed a bit. This one has the original color. They look like dominoes. Exactly the same. I disconnected the fan blade because it gets too noisy. Okay, so here's the inside of the old one, and here's the inside of the new one. I'll tell you what's so different. Well, number one, the power boxes are different. This one here is a Turbo Link switching power supply, and this one here is a much newer one. It says Pentium 4 Turbo Link switch power supply, but it's a newer model, so that's not really different. But anyway, here's some other different things about it. Let's see. Oh yeah, here's one different thing. The RAM stick slots. This one here has 2 RAM stick slots. This one here has 3 RAM stick slots. And they both take different RAM sticks. I'll show you how they take different ones. The memory foam's comforter thing, the white thing, is in the washer right now. So, here's one. Okay, so here's what's different about it. This one here has 2 little slits in it. This is the old type of RAM. This one here has the 1 slit in it. This is the newer 512 megabyte RAM sticks. So this computer here takes this type of RAM, which is the... God, I can't remember what kind this is. I think it's DDR something. So this one takes this kind, and this one takes this kind. But when I got this computer, it only had 1 RAM stick in it, and the RAM stick was 512 megabytes in total. I upgraded this computer from 512 megabytes to 1 gigabyte. I put two 256 megabyte RAM sticks in here. 512 plus 512 equals 1.00, which is 1 gigabyte in computers. So, 1 gigabyte RAM sticks in the computer. Also, another score with this computer. It came with two awesome hard disks. It came with a 78, I think 78 gigabyte Western Digital Caviar hard disk. Oh, it says 80 gigs, but really, when I checked the properties in my computer, it says 78. Here we got a 40 gigabyte hard disk. It's also Western Digital, and they both work. This one was 2002, and that hard disk was 2003. Now, here's the problem with these two hard disks. When they were both plugged in, they both worked, but if I just wanted the 70 gig in there, I'd unplug the 40 gig, and then the computer would stop working. It wouldn't boot to the operating system. It would stay at the Intel Pentium 4 screen. So I plugged this hard disk back in, which is the silver one, and then it would start working. The operating system was installed on this one, but in order for it to work, this bottom hard disk had to stay plugged in at all times. So I had a spare hard disk lying around, thank God. I put in a 70 gigabyte Seagate Barracuda hard disk, and now it works no problem. Cause it, like, you know, I didn't want to have two hard disks in there. Like, I just wanted one. Like, if I have one in there, what am I going to do with the second one? Like, the second one's useless. So, got two hard disks out of there. I only got one, and one's just good enough for me. I don't need two. This is what the fan used to look like. This is the fan in the older MDG computer. In this one, it's a redneck modified heatsink, because someone tried to take the CPU out and ended up breaking the clips, and now I have a redneck heatsink design. But this computer shuts off due to overheating, so I gotta buy some thermal paste, and pretty soon I'll have two working computers. So this is what the clips look like, but the clips in that computer were made out of metal. This is made out of plastic, so you gotta be careful with these ones. Another computer with damn plastic clips. Well, I'm not even gonna mess around with that, I'm just gonna leave it. So yeah. And like I said, another different part of this computer is the DVD-ROM and the CD rewritable disk drive. Also, they have different Ethernet cards. This one is a newer, thin Ethernet card. It's a Realtek Ethernet card. This one is a an older one. I don't know if that's Realtek or not. I can't see it. But that's an older Ethernet card. They both have 6 USB ports on them, working great. 2 on the front. This one here is missing a plastic front to this. I don't know what happened to that. This one here probably had a plastic front, but I guess that's missing too. So, yeah, not bad. Got a free computer. It's awesome. When I got this computer, it was all dusty. I had to vacuum it out. As you can see, it's still dusty. But it almost looked like it was growing a beard. Like there's a lot of dust pouring out the front. Got the vacuum cleaner and I used my hands and I just rubbed it and I got a whole clump of dust in my hand. So this is the old dustiest computer in my room. but it doesn't stink. That's the good part.
And I also vacuumed out the heatsink because I realized that the performance was getting really slow. So, heatsink's vacuumed out and it works like brand new.
So, I hope one of these days I'll get a tube of thermal paste and I'll fix this computer and I'll have 2 working MDGs. Although I hate Canadian built computers, I find that American computers are a whole lot better. Now, this one's falling apart a bit. Missing screws in the motherboard, and well, when I had the old heatsink on it, the clips were broken. Easily broken clips. So, that's about it. Awesome. Okay, so here we have 2 screws. One screw was from the Northern Micro Tower's dead power supply, and the other one goes to this MDG. So, I had to take the other screw out because, well, I'll tell you why. The screw that I took from the Northern Micro Tower, the power box, I tried putting it in this hole and it wouldn't even tighten, like it just kept turning. So, pulled that screw out, put the same one back in, and took the other one out and put another one in. So now looks absolutely fine. Oh well. That's better. Now the power supply plug isn't flopping around, it's sturdy.